dies.
Hello and welcome to the unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast interview series. Once again, we are joined by two of our favorite guests, the Deuce, Adam Doucette, and Justin Summers.
Yo!
How's it going?
Thanks for having us again.
It's our pleasure. June 7th. I almost said January. I'm going backwards here. June 7th. Game On. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Game On. Yeah, it's going to be our second show of the new era of Island Pro Wrestling. So if anybody's caught TakeOver, it's all on our YouTubes and occasionally streaming amongst other things on our Twitch. We as part of the new era, right, we had wiped the championships when the company kind of went defunct and then it got picked back up again. So there was some dispute over the Prince of Rhode Island title. We got that sorted out at TakeOver. But that's one of the big focuses here now, right?
Yeah.
Game On is going to be round one of the tournament for the heavyweight championship. And we'll get to see who advances in the battle.
Cool. So you guys got a couple of VIP matches to start off the night as well.
Sure do.
Two women, both doing their debut with you guys as well. Karma Rain and Stormy Hale, both pretty new in the scene as well.
Well, Karma Rain has actually got a history with Island Pro Wrestling. She competed a bit in the classic era before, so it's not really a debut for her. Definitely a debut for Stormy, but that match is actually the debut of the women's division in the new era. So it's going to be the first women's match we've had.
I'm
Super excited about it.
Yeah.
And like opposites too, right? Like strength versus speed kind of situation here. It's going to be a great match.
And weather-based names.
Very weather-based names.
I suppose I never even thought of that.
That's true, eh?
I'm sure the environment will be electric.
Oh, that's right. It was in her promo. I forgot about that.
Yeah, should be pretty good. You guys also have a VIP triple threat match with TJ Miguel versus Ryan Schimmel and James Manning. I think this will be a pretty good match too. You've got the rookie versus the powerhouse versus the Mauler. So
I'm excited for that one too. Like Ryan Schimmel was in that Fatal 4-Way we did at TakeOver. He was like an integral part of that. So I'm excited to see what he's going to pull out in the triple threat match. And I mean, can't go without saying hello to our Philippine dream man, TJ Miguel. He's bringing it back again. So excited to see him. And this will be the first time we see the Mauler, James Manning. So same thing, another debut for Island Pro Wrestling New Era.
So James Manning teams some with Ricky Mortis, who I'm super high on. Love Ricky Mortis. But there's been a trend lately of VIP matches that shows that I've been going to stealing the show. And this one has the potential, man. This could be match of the night. These are some fun guys. So don't miss out. Make sure you get your tickets early and get there for the VIP. Is there going to be fucking pizza?
We're actually going to be meeting with the venue, and we'll make sure that we're going to discuss pizza.
If there's no pizza, Justin, you're buying me Domino's.
There will definitely be food. Food is confirmed.
Thanks, Justin.
Food is definitely confirmed, but whether it's the pizza or the regular bar menu, we'll figure that out with the negotiations.
Wood oven fire burgers.
Right, that would have been.
Mark's on the low end tonight. He's got some Harveys.
Harvey's is all right. Canadian.
Man, the sewer of fast food restaurants is going.
Oh, come on. I was a Harvey's legend when I was a teenager.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a few. McDonald's is probably the bottom of the barrel for me.
Dude, I was going to say.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. They had a $1.99 menu for a long time.
Man, we're going to turn this just into a food chat. I love it.
I can talk all about food.
Back to wrestling.
Like, even back to the VIPs, like, that's sold out super quick.
Yeah, so we had a marketing strategy in place for this show, and we had sold all the VIP seats before the week we planned to advertise VIP.
That's not a bad problem to have for sure.
Well, we had to bring it back to the drawing board and be like, okay, what are we going to market this week?
So ticket sales are going as well or better than expected.
I mean, we're doing really well on the ticket sales, but I mean, we can always do better, right? So there's always that little extra push for the last little bit before the show. We're going to put out a little bit more marketing and try and get those people to come and fill the seats.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Things are going well though. On track, a little bit ahead of our previous experience with Takeover, so that's nice.
Love it, man.
Cool.
Very nice.
Every show is a new learning curve and a new set of skills and
like we even had some takeaways from Takeover on how to make our show even better. So we're going to implement a few different little things here and there to just kind of make the fan engagement a little better and just keep stepping it up, right? Just offer the next best thing we can.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Exactly.
I really can't wait.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait either. So, next match in the lineup I see here, you've got another women's match with Chantal versus Danny Leo. This is going to be a fantastic match. I've seen both of them in action. I've seen both of them wrestle each other in act before.
Nice.
So, yeah, this is going to be fantastic.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think a few episodes back in one of your shows, there was some talk of we wish Chantal was still around a little bit more in the Maritimes.
We did.
Yeah.
Look at the Jews coming in hard.
It's not around.
You guys,
podcast. I love it.
Checking everywhere, eh?
you guys do dishes with me in the kitchen all the time. You don't know it. You're on the counter, and I'm doing the dishes.
There you go.
I appreciate that.
What I loved you guys are doing is some different matchups too. We don't get to see Danny Leo and Chantal. I've seen that match too at North Pro one time, like a year ago or more. So
I think it was
these
2
are
years
fresh fresh matchups, and that makes me really excited to get over to the island.
Yeah. Chantal's always fun to watch. I think she's been in ring action now for about 6 years. Danny Leo's got like 3 years under her belt. They're both traveling all over Canada wrestling right now. So it's fun. I can't wait to see them get together.
Got to give a shout out to Chantal too, because she's really pushing women's wrestling too. For her to be going out there talking to little girls in the crowd and like getting them interested in wrestling, it's going to really help build a women's division around here.
Oh,
that's what
absolutely.
we need right now. That's that's what we need, and especially seeing her against people like Tessa Blanchard. Like that's a huge name in women's wrestling, and like you can't beat that type of talent, right?
Yeah, Chantal's actually got a match coming up.
Yeah,
I think at the end of June against Tessa and Jody Threat.
Yeah,
Jody Threat. Yeah.
So I think
huge match.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
Man, even just like wrestling in general nowadays, ever since I put it on Netflix and they've been pushing women's wrestling on there too, like there's more interest for women to be getting involved in wrestling now. So like the platform is there. It's just who's going to step up to the plate, right?
Yeah. Some of the big players are featuring women as much or more than the men. If you talk NXT, it's definitely more. But even the other big players, like you can watch the odd episode of Raw or something. You're like, wow, this was more women's wrestling than men's this week. It's great.
Yeah. Especially shows, because you mentioned Netflix as well, like the show that had Al Snow on it. What's the name of the promotion again? FCW?
OVW?
OVW,
yeah.
Ohio Valley.
Yeah, like even them, like they had a huge focus on
Hollywood Haley J.
Yes, they did,
like and her mom and whatever, and how they got into wrestling, and others can get inspiration.
Actually, I got the name wrong. It's Hollywood J.
Hollywood. That's what I was looking for. Yeah,
that was an interesting show too. I remember getting involved with IPW and being like, sometimes Al Snow was really stressed out in the back. I hope that doesn't happen to me.
But you guys see that and you learn from it, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. It's really awesome. And Ohio Valley's great too. I remember following them in the magazines back in the 90s when they were doing the developmental stuff for WWF.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool like nowadays for women's wrestling to be about the wrestling as well. Like if you
Yes.
go back 10, 15 years, it was
Yeah.
all about the looks and the, you know what I mean? But now, like,
Curb appeal, yep.
yeah, the curb appeal. Now it's
Yeah.
about the wrestling. Girls like Rhea Ripley and, you know what I mean? They can wrestle. They belong
Yeah.
in a wrestling ring. So,
Mhm.
so let's talk about the your tournament a little bit. You've got 4 matches lined up for a game on.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Mortis versus Logan Green. That should be a fantastic match.
Man, they
Yeah.
got some bad blood going on between them.
I'm
They
so
do.
man. Ricky Mortis is going to be huge in 5 years. And Logan Green is the only reason my sister wants to go to wrestling shows anymore. Like, straight up, he's so entertaining. Can't
He
wait.
is. Yeah, he's so good. But they've managed to develop a history already. Like the Takeover VIP show was very locked down and private, but Logan Green got involved in Ricky Mortis's match there. So I know not everybody got to see that as it's not online. So there's some interference there. And then if you go back and watch the DDT and AWOL match, you can see how both Green and Mortis ended up in the ring together in that scuffle.
And do not bring your mothers to the show.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They'll leave with Logan.
Yeah. Yeah.
That guy is a character, man. I absolutely love it. I love it.
He's my absolute favorite guy in the Maritimes right now. He doesn't have to do anything at all. He has the crowd in his palm of his hand, and I think that's the art of wrestling: is figuring out a way to not take bumps, but still take the crowd's breath away. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that if Justin Summers was a pro wrestler, he'd come out and be like, hide your lady's eyes as he takes off his shirt. Like that, LG is living your persona if you were a pro wrestler.
I'd be putting people through tables, though.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd 100% be in a costume, and it'd be like a deep, dark story of some kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Something like demonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's even demonic has a really awesome character, like like his promos that he's been cutting. That's almost like Hollywood stuff that he's doing there. Like he's putting the work in on the back end as well, and really building a great character.
Oh yeah, that whole storyline thing is phenomenal. It's so theatric. It's unbelievable. I love it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to get him back, but we didn't. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong. He's not on the bill for.
No, he's not on the bill, but he kind of
like
acted like he's still hungry.
Yeah, he kind of alluded like he was still going to be there though. So,
all right, watch your back.
I mean, it's demonic. He's going to do what he wants, right?
Soul
100%.
stealing demonic.
I've seen him live, and he scared the daylights out of me.
Yeah, he's a scary
Like, stopped me
dude.
dead in my tracks.
Even my kids were at the last show, and they were just like, "Whoa, what is that coming through the curtain?"
100%.
Second match you guys got Bobby Boyette versus Rick Owens. That should be a good slugfest.
Yep. Can you say slobber knocker? It's big meaty men slapping meat. Battle of strength versus strength there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I messaged Big E, by the way, Deuce, and I was like, "Yeah, you got to check this one out, brother."
Yeah.
The next match you guys got lined up: Alex Silva versus Giant Orion. I think this is going to be the match of the night.
I could steal the show.
We were talking about that the other day too. It's like, okay, what's going to be match of the night? And there's definitely a handful of matches that are in contention there.
There's a few. I've seen Alex Silva and Giant Orion go at it in a triple threat match. And I've seen them wrestle multiple times on different occasions, and they never cease to amaze me at the stuff they can do, especially Giant Orion at his size. He moves like a luchador, but he looks like a monster. So, and Silva has an MMA style in the ring, which is undeniable. I mean, he's in Germany right now, wrestling in Germany, wrestling in France. So, You guys are going to have two superstars in the ring for sure.
Yeah, and for anybody who hasn't seen John Orion yet, like they're gonna be surprised. Like when these guys are squaring off, they're in the ring. The match is about to start. You can put some assumptions together. You're like, okay, that guy looks like he's got the skills and stuff. He's got that MMA look and feel. The other guy's gonna be big and slow and strong. And then wait till they go, right?
Yeah.
The PEI's in for a treat with that match. That's for sure.
How tall is Giant Orion right now, Mark? I'm just curious.
He's 11 feet tall since 2 nights ago.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds about right.
Thank you.
Every show, everything that we do.
Mentioning.
It depends on the boots. It depends on the boots.
Yeah.
Depends if he cuts his hair.
Mark is just a mark for Giant Orion and just keeps adding height to him. Started he was 8 feet tall,
He grows a
9
half
feet.
foot every time I come on. So
at 11 feet tall now. So
yeah,
By the
Can't
time
wait
he
to
comes
go
on
like
for an
this.
interview, it'd be like 12 something.
And I mean, anybody who hasn't seen Giant Orion, just go to YouTube, type in Giant Orion Choke Slam. You will get enough content right there to be like, wow.
There's
guy
some
is-
MMA footage of him and Dan Severn.
Dan Severn,
yeah.
And he beat the face off Dan Severn.
Yeah.
He's only one of 5 guys to ever knock out Dan Severn. Dan Severn has 101 wins, 19 losses, 5 by knockout. Orion's one of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Back to the choke slam a second. How do you take a move that's, I don't want to say it was boring, but it's such a simple lift and drop. How do you take a move like that and make it like the finishing move of the year? Like that choke slam is unbelievable.
Well,
Orion's what is it,
get him
Mark?
up
He's
to
like
14 feet and then
Well,
slam him. So
Orion's like 12 and a half feet, right? So
Yeah.
you know, add his reach to that.
I think there's an outside chance that Orion throws Silva into the pizza oven during the
no, please don't. If he's
Man,
listening,
wants
please
pizza.
don't.
This is going to be a wild one.
I'm gonna be so disappointed if he does that. I'm gonna mark out, but I'm still.
I'll
gonna
already have eaten pizza, so I don't give a shit.
and even Silva too. Like just before we change, like I haven't had the opportunity to see Silva before, so I'm kind of excited to see him. Like I've seen Giant Orion because he was a part of the old era of IPW at one point. He was
Former champion.
belt holder, right? So
yeah.
like I've seen him, but to have him matched up against Silva, it's definitely like the speed versus brawn thing going on there. So
Alex Silva for me is one of my favorite wrestlers in the Maritimes when he comes. Like he's by far one of my favorite guys, and we've actually developed a friendship as well. So he's a really cool guy, very quiet, but a very cool guy outside the ring as well. Very humble. So it's definitely gonna be a match of the night, potentially match of the year.
And let's not forget that Alex Silva has a background. He was in TNA. What was the name of that contest that he did?
The gut check.
The gut check. The gut check. Like this guy's been around for a long time. He's rubbed shoulders with legends, absolute legends. One of the key guys in that gut check was Ric Flair, who arguably the best of all time for some people. I know not for you, Corey.
No.
Settle the fuck down. It's not all about the Ultimate Warrior.
Still wrong, but we can argue
for
later.
Some people, Ric Flair's as good as it gets, and Silva's rubbed shoulders with him. So
Yeah, well, Flair gave him the approval. So if you want to go back and watch the footage, it was Ric Flair who put him over.
Yeah. So
He's also spent time in Ring of Honor and OVW. So lots of time down in the United States.
that's what I mean. The resume is there, right? Like
100%.
Yeah,
And I mean, he kind of like went up and then plateaued for a while, and within the last last year or so, he's shot up again. I don't know if he's found a new love of wrestling again or what it is, but he's like I say, he's been over to France. Now he's over in Germany. You know what I mean? He's wrestling all over the place.
And once he gets back from Germany, he's putting the name in the hat for the heavyweight title here too, right? So
could be the new era IPW heavyweight champion.
that'd be pretty cool. First champion.
It would be.
Yeah. I mean, you could have the belts and stuff. My God, he'd be a good guy to have his head around his waist. That's for sure.
It's good for business, right? Have a fighter.
You're right.
The two guys are championship pedigree talents, though, for sure. And they're two of my all-time favorites up to now.
I just realized something. Both these guys are the two champions in North Pro right now.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yep, facing off. Let's go.
Last match of the tournament is Argus Artois versus Wesley Pipes.
Oh my God.
I've seen Pipes wrestle quite a bit. I have watched some footage on August. Again, this could be another banger of a match.
I don't even know if we can have that guy around people because he's such a heel, man. Oh my God.
He's pretty extreme. Yeah, we gotta make sure he doesn't do anything too crazy.
What do we say? No lawsuits this show? No lawsuits this show?
Yeah.
No promises, right?
Right? Yeah. He's going to be so entertaining. But there's history here, too. So when Wesley Pipes, in the classic era, was the heavyweight champion, he did like a Can-Am tour with the belt where he had defended it outside of IPW. And the two of them met when August was just a little rookie a few years back down stateside. So this is kind of a big rematch for them. August has grown and developed so much. Back then he was a part-timer. Now he's a full-timer. This is what he does. There's no day job.
Yeah, he's 100% in on being a wrestler. 100%. Like I spoke to him the other day, just kind of like confirming up some travel arrangements and stuff like that. And like, yeah. Like as I said first, I don't know who we can have him around safely because he just gives it to everybody.
Oh, let's have Mark interview him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes,
absolutely.
please.
Corey.
Can we please have Mark interview August Artois?
Absolutely.
Let's make that happen.
We'll bring the equipment. No worries, boys.
I'm gonna bring one of those hurt feelings report forms as well for you, Mark. It's gonna be fantastic.
I'll bring my lawyer just in case, you know.
We'll actually get August on
$100
one
an
side
hour.
of Mark. We'll get August on one side of Mark and LG on the other, and we'll just have a good time.
We'll have a great time with that one.
Welcome to the industry, Mark.
Oh yeah.
Now, if all of those matches aren't enough, you guys have the PEI Championship match, Fantana versus Zane Valentine.
Did you see the Zane Valentine promo that he released?
Oh, yes.
I was like, get that
Fantana was looking
4-year-old
big there.
Fantana kid over here.
That wasn't Fantana. I thought that was Fantana. Looked just like him.
Little
Right
Fantana.
Try editing that video.
Oh, I imagine.
Oh, you just watch it again and again, and it's Fantana.
But again, this match here as well could be a match of the night.
100%. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Zane is super entertaining in the ring, whether you love him or hate him. A lot of people probably hate him. Same thing for his counterpart, No Class Eric Bass. He doesn't stop the entire match. He's constantly engaged with something going on in the match or something going on in the crowd.
Oh yeah,
I heard somebody saying the other day he had stolen the No Class thing. So I don't know what's going on there, but like No Class Bobby Bass, No Class Eric Bass. So yeah, you're probably catching some heat on that.
Maybe.
You retire, you let it go.
Just be getting a little of heat there.
Yeah.
I don't know, touch and go.
Yeah.
But Fantana's just like crazy athlete too, right?
Just a little. He reminds me of a rocket ship, just nonstop, just burning fuel constantly.
There's a wrestler in Japan called Dragon Kid, and he's the spitting image of Fantana. Like,
Oh, really?
he even breakdanced before his matches too. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, he's in the Dragon Gate promotion. He's 40 something years old. Doesn't look a day over 20. Well, he looks exactly like Fantana.
Got that well of youthful water going on or something.
I guess so. The water in Japan, I guess, is good, but Fantana just, we're lucky to have Fantana because the guy's so friggin' over. Wherever he goes, the kids just they lose their mind over him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, and I mean, as much as he doesn't look it, he's a vet. The guy's 31 years old. He's got 14 years of experience in the ring.
I think he was saying 17 years. He was telling me 17 years he's been doing this.
Crazy.
So, yeah. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I think he started when he was 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So
solid.
You know what I mean?
Putting the reps in for that long, man, like that guy is over for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah. And he's always fun to watch. There's always something crazy that he's going to do or some kind of flip or something crazy. So it should be fun to watch.
Whenever we were doing the takeover show, like I didn't have a lot of time to watch it live, but I was like rewatching it on the Twitch account and stuff. And that part where Les Caliper just starts screaming, he's like, "It's Fantana with a chair! It's Fantana with a chair!" And he like busts through the curtain and the pyro's going off, and he's got a steel chair rushing the ring.
And this is a title match. Fantana didn't just walk in, right? So again, that VIP show at Takeover. One of the matches didn't end up as scheduled, and Fantana pulled double duty that night. He ended up winning a match of the VIP show and winning his match on the main card. So having, by chance of volume of matches, the most wins in the IPW, he was the number one contender.
That cardio, eh?
Yeah,
unbelievable. That guy can go all night. Like he's shredded. He can do the flips. He can do the moves. Like unbelievable performer.
Yeah. So that match, then he opened the show as well in the match with Bobby Boyette. So it's not like he had this big break and came out at the end. He had enough time to cool down from before and go again. And like you're seeing him already like halfway through the Iron Man when you watch Takeover.
Yeah.
So, game on June 7th. We've heard all the matches. Will we see other participants there? I didn't see one of my favorites get mentioned. Well, will we see Caden there?
Caden's not booked on this show, no.
No,
but he was a standout, obviously, by winning that Fatal 4-Way at Takeover.
Absolutely.
I felt bad for Dom Warrior after that. He took that like a champ. So, but Caden was a standout performer in that Fatal 4-Way. Like, I don't know, it's so hard to decide which match from Takeover was the big winner there, but my vote's kind of leaning towards that Fatal 4-Way. That was a fantastic match.
Yeah, usually I watch a match. Yeah, usually I watch one match once and it's over. The Fatal 4-Way match, I watched it like 3 times, I think, because I don't know, there was just something about, I don't know if just everything clicked or what, but that match was like excellent.
Yeah, it was so good that NXT ripped us off 10 days later and ran the same segments.
Yeah,
we were there.
Yeah, a few of those, those parts. Yeah, it's funny.
I was like, thanks, Shawn Michaels, creeping in the Twitch. Like,
well, I mean, you must be doing something right then, right? So, speaking of Twitch, you guys had mentioned that people could watch the game on Twitch as well. So, you guys have the what?
Twitch.tv/Island Pro Wrestling. It's going to be awesome. I've been trying to drum up a little more interest around the rest of the country and even down through the States and over in Europe for the Twitch as well. I've been doing quite a few podcasts with people and just garnering the attention for it. Like, even though you may not be here in PEI, like, you're still available to catch it all live and even participate in the chat and everything, right? So, like, I can't wait to see what kind of numbers come around this time. I think, what do we say? It was over 1,200 people viewed the product from Takeover.
Cool.
So I'm hoping to see like 2000 this time. That'd be great, and just kind of see those stepping stones moving up.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys also
Anybody
mentioned
that's
this show.
listening to this,
Go ahead.
no matter where you are in the world, that you can't complain with the price on Twitch for this show. Free 99, free
Yeah.
99.
Free
Like
99.
take advantage, man.
So this was the thing, is like in the first couple of shows, we wanted to get that proof of concept down that we can actually get through the show without the damn thing crashing. Just kind of work out all the kinks and stuff like that. But eventually we'll put a small paywall on there, and then our community from abroad can support us as well.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
production
Yeah,
is
just-
great. So
Yeah, production guys are amazing. We got a great team managing the stream and all of the production, at the venue. So it's kind of a tag team of a couple there.
Yeah, shout out to Housefront Productions. They were A1 at the last event. Like
Cool.
whenever you have a production team that's equally as excited for your event, like it's so engaging. Like the stars were in those guys' eyes. It's almost like they're in production and they've always dreamed about doing a wrestling event and like giving those wrestlers the proper pop.
Yeah, these guys spend most of their time with big corporate events and big concerts. Some of the big like outdoor festival concerts in the Maritimes, they're running all the production, lighting, effects, cameras, and everything. So yeah, this is their first wrestling. They loved it. They're on board. They want to do more.
Cool.
The amount of commitment we've seen from them after the show, they're like, when's the next one? Like, sign us up. Let's do it. That was amazing. It's only going to get better.
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
And even the toys and like effects options that they have too, like kind of blew my mind what they were thinking. And I was like, okay, like I thought inside the box, but apparently they take it to a new level. So
Well, that's good. It helps up the game on the product, right? So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
this show as well, Game On. You guys are raising funds for the PEI Humane Society.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So we're doing a 50-50 draw at the event, and proceeds go to the PEI Humane Society. We're also putting a bunch of effort into trying to raise a little bit of awareness for them as well. You may have seen last few weeks we were sharing active animals that are at the shelter currently that day as a Furry Friends tag team. No, they're not battling each other. They're a team. They're friends. We're in the Game Over or Game On graphics, and anyway, it's getting a lot of attention.
And
That's great.
it was wild the response we got from the talent as well as some of our board of directors too on partnering with that charity. Like just having the animal lovers out there, like we've had some talent be like, hey, put some of my PO towards a or like a donation for the Humane Society, and just little things like that. It's like they're rallying, and hopefully we can get them down there to the Humane Society, do a little promo with the cats and dogs or something. That'd be cool.
That'd be fantastic. I think Sean Cal will probably be one of the first ones on board. For
Yeah,
that.
Demonic just eating kittens
with a
or
bunch of
something.
cats.
Oh my god.
Chantal is big into animal advocacy. She's an animal rescuer for a long time. So
One of the very first signed autograph pictures I got was of Fantana and his cat Mojo.
there's a lot of talent that have cats and dogs, so they're all big softies outside the ring, I think.
It's all just a persona they put on whenever they get in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
We know what that means, right? Get your fitty tickets.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of tickets, where does everybody get tickets for the show?
IslandProWrestling.com. Or at the PEI Brewing Company while you're waiting outside before the doors open.
There you go.
But, if you've got fear of sellout or anything, pick them up online ahead of time.
Yeah, and I was very surprised how many people, 24 hours in advance before the show, was just gobbling tickets up at the last one. So it kind of caught me a little off guard. I figured Islanders would be planning people, but apparently not. So
Yeah, I suppose it all depends on what they have planned or not planned, or if things fall through, or you know what I mean. There's always that last minute rush of tickets normally for an event. So
it surprised me. I'm the early bird guy. Everything I go to, I like try and get set right away. And,
absolutely.
So it was great to see the support rate coming in the gates.
Be like the Unofficial Maritime Wrestling Podcast and get your tickets now. We all have our tickets. We're looking forward to crossing the bridge and getting to this show.
Get them yesterday.
Awesome.
This is actually going to be the first ever show that all four of us are going to attend as a group.
Nice. That's awesome.
The podcast launch. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've made it to shows, but
three of us make it to shows, but someone's missing. Corey wasn't at the last North Pro show. Jason didn't make it to the IPW show. So we'll all be there for the first time. So I'm excited about that.
It's awesome.
Making history.
Making history.
There you go.
Another podcast first.
So, Island Pro Wrestling, June 7th. Game on. Get your tickets. We are going to be there, obviously. We cannot wait. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us once again. It's not even work interviewing you guys now. It's more like chatting with friends. So we really
exactly, right? I was saying that to the Deuce earlier. It's like, hey, we're going to go hang out with our buddies again.
Exactly. We appreciate that.
I'd like to thank Justin for being on time and Deuce for being 2 minutes late.
Yes,
I was early.
How foreign are those words, Deuce?
Man.
I made fun of you too. I was like, yeah, he's technologically, has problems.
And then
he's going to be late. And then I'm like, oh no, I don't have my headphones.
Anyway, if I like you, I rib you. What are you going to do? Thanks, boys.
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Always a pleasure, gentlemen. Thanks again.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, once again, and we will see you all next time.
Thanks again, guys.
Awesome. See you later.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember to catch us here every Wednesday for a new episode. Please visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and more. Links are in the description. See you next time.
Don't miss out and don't be late. Hear wrestling talk that's first rate. Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock.